Well, it's January 5th. Remember January 5th? Nah, not really. It doesn't rhyme too well. Anyway, so now we're well into the 2020s. It's actually officially the 2020s because apparently 2020 was the end of the 2010 or the 2010s. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so is it the Roaring '20s? No. It's the '20s of fear. It's the '20s of doubt. It's the '20s of theft. It's the '20s of cheating. It's the '20s of self-isolation. It's the '20s of, I don't know, ironically though, you know what started in 2020? Mad Max in the year, whatever that movie was, 79. Mad Max, yep, The Road Warrior. Well, The Road Warrior being the second movie, but the first movie, Mad Max, started in the year 2021. Anyway, especially now that they're trading water futures. But that's all to hear. I'm just rambling. I'm just giving my thoughts on 2021 and what it is and what it's not and what to expect. Apparently, we can expect a reset. A reset to what? What are they resetting to? Are they resetting to the horse and wagon? Are they resetting to what? 0? What number? You got a number in mind? You got a time frame? Do you have a level of living standard? What do you have something else in mind? I don't know. I'm still reading a book. Been lazy about that. A couple other books I'm reading too. It's hard. I got a couple of jobs and it's YouTube nonsense, but I'll get through it. I'll get through it before the end of this month. And I'll give you my critical professional analysis. But anyway, what I'm here to talk about is numbers. In particular, CDC numbers. So, what I have here is a paper, see, death rates in the U.S. by year. Okay, so 2010, there were 2,468,435 deaths in the United States 1 decade ago. Okay. That was a population of 309,346,863, or so they say. I still think that number is grossly deflated by at least 30 million. So then the population went up and death rates per thousand pretty much were consistent at 0.08. Now if you go to last year, remember the population was 309 in 2010. In 2019, the population was 328,239,523 with a death rate of 0.09. So it went up consistently with almost 30 million people added. Well, 20 million people added. So the population and the death rate of 2019 was 2,855,000. Even, well, I don't know how accurate. I'm sure there's a few that slipped under the rug there, or slipped in the shower there. But anyway, so there you go. So 2020, they have 2,902,664, and there's some contention in that, and saying it's over 3 million for the first time. Not sure. I'm just going off this number. Let's round it to 3 million. That's 150,000 different. Apparently there's a, what was there? There was, apparently COVID has killed more than 318,000 Americans, or 350, well, now that number changes. This is, I'm quoting ABC as quoting the CDC. This is also ABC News. I got some other stuff here. Let me see. The numbers, okay, yeah, like I said, 2018, 2,800,000 deaths. So, okay, so here. So far, when was this from? Centers for Disease Control. At this point, this is of November 28th. So let's say 3 million. 3 million is a good number. This is at the end of November 28th, from January 1st to November 28th. Centers for Disease Control, right from the CDC. Right from the CDC. I never typed this up myself. Printed it out. There were 2,926,129 people died between January 1st and November 28th. Okay, so let's add a month and a couple of days. Let's round it up to 3 million. So, according to that, from 2019, at least 73,000 more people have died so far in 2020 than 2019. However, still resulting in the same 0.09 per 100,000. Because there are now 331 million people in the U.S. Once again, I say a grossly understated number by a magnitude of over 10%, in my opinion. So, that would be 73,000 more than last year. Now, they're including 330 COVID deaths in that, but it's still the same rate. Okay, there's 73,000 more, maybe there's 100,000 more. However, what has also, because we cannot be too sure of these COVID numbers, car accidents, shark attacks, falling off ladders, gunshot wounds, are all being kind of skewered into that COVID thing there. Flu deaths have gone down. So is ironically cardiovascular disease. Two of the major two in the United States every year. Flu, cardiovascular disease, both gone down. But you know what's gone up? Suicides have doubled. Overdoses have doubled, and murder has gone up by almost 40%. So now, when you factor in those numbers, you might very well see, I haven't done the numbers, even though I have an adding machine, but it's just common sense. You're adding an extra 50,000 overdoses, an extra 50,000 suicides, and an extra, almost 20,000 murders, or 14,000 murders, or whatever. So that's almost 100,000. So then you subtract that, because that's COVID, that's not necessarily due to COVID, that's due to government abuse and tyranny. That's what it's from. An extra, people doubling of suicide, no drug overdoses. That is directly from government lockdowns over this invisible boogeyman, where the numbers do not add up anywhere. One number drops, this goes up, this gets attributed. Bullshit. It's all right there in the CDC. John Hopkins did a thing. They had to retract it because they actually only ran it from a time frame of January to September 15th, and apparently, I guess there was the second wave, right? Okay. But what I'm trying to stress is, it's the numbers at 0.09, given the size of the population, and given the size of the population, it's probably back down to 0.08 per 100,000 people. So it's still the same. Given the population increase, the extra deaths, unnatural deaths due to suicide, drug overdose, and murder. I mean, you can almost say that, while COVID is not necessarily a natural death, it's not due to tyranny or by the hands of another human being. Well, I don't know. That might be up for debate too, whether it was done by the hands of another human being. The source of this so-called boogeyman viral thingy, its origin. But anyway, what I'm basically saying, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. It's in the numbers. Read the numbers. It's in the damn numbers. It's all the papers right here.